Towers of Doom, game number 1. The Heroes of the Storm tournament continues, everybody. The Rive Cup, 2,000 euros are on the line as the teams are battling for victory. It's quite a bit of pizza money, so let's go. We got our first map in the best of 3 series. This is the round of 8, aka the quarterfinal. In the winner bracket, we got a winner and a losers bracket, and we got Team SoundLess going up against Team NoName here today. Should be interesting. And Hydra and his boys, they of course did also fairly well in the qualifiers for the Masters Clash. These are 2 different tournaments. As I said, I'm going to try to now use different background screens for all those tournaments, so that especially the people watching all of this on YouTube have a better idea of which videos belong together, which tournament they are watching. Of course, I also write all of this into the title and the description, but as it turns out, a lot of people are too lazy to read those. So now we have a visual indicator as well. Either way, Medivh gets banned. We have on the side of Team NoName, the ban on Chromie. Now, we already watched these guys once. Team NoName is a team that we had in the earlier round. They stomped their first round opponent with a 2-0. Lopaka at least should ring a bit of a bell, even if you're not familiar with the other players that we have on their side. Now, these guys are all masters, grandmasters, roughly this level. But we'll figure out if they can really hold a candle to Team SoundLess, because let's be honest here for just a moment, the blue team, they are the favorite in this one. They are banning out the Vikings, so normally Hydra is the one that gets more worried about himself trying to play the Vikings, and then the Vikings being banned against him. But in this particular case, they are actually banning it out and just saying like, yeah, no, we know these guys, we don't want to go up against any kind of Viking shenanigans here. If anybody pulls those strategy out, it's us. Now, we got our ban on Stukov. That means Uther is up, so Uther is actually open and could be taken as a main tank, as a second support, no matter what they want to play, and it is immediately locked in. We got Uther straight up in the game as a first pick. Good for them. So the man with the beard over there and the steel blue eyes. But yeah, let's have a bit of a look if you're gonna see some curveball thrown by Team NoName, if they're trying to go this one out as straight up meta, if they're going for a little bit of a different strategy in this one. Again, as I mentioned, this is a winner's bracket match, so we have a loser's bracket here. This is double elimination system, meaning if a team loses in the winner's bracket, they still have a chance to make their way through the loser's bracket afterwards. So you're not out if you lose one series. Now, Brightwing gets picked, and we got Sylvanas, and Sylvanas and Towers of Doom. The idea is, of course, as usual, not only to dish out team fight damage, but you want to also pressure structures. Sonya by Hydra. Not too bad if you can be supported by a Divine Shield right away. And that also would allow you to maybe go into a solid leap over here. So there's that. So Ice Cream with Dibbles. Every single time I see that name, in my head it's just like ice cream. We've been talking earlier about waffles, and waffles with ice cream are just amazing. And I've been just saying that the difference of what waffles mean in different countries is crazy. In Germany, when you're talking about waffles, it's usually more a softer dough that you have. It's like a soft version of the waffles, and you have ice cream or other stuff on it. But in Spain, waffles are much, much thicker, like this thick, and they're pretty hard, so they're quite solid. It's a real different style, and that's within Europe. Now, once that you are going on to an intercontinental setup, especially when you're looking over to America, then again, waffles are, again, very different. We've been bringing in the pancake example. I mean, American pancakes, when you see them on pictures, they look amazing, but they taste like garbage. You can barely not eat them. The reason why they put so much syrup on it is because they're inedible without it. Whereas the European pancakes are much thinner, and then you have the French pancakes, which are called crepe, which are even thinner than them. So you can talk to people from 3 different countries and talk about pancakes, and 3 different people will talk about a completely different thing. It's kind of amazing. But yeah, so at least when it comes to the pancakes, French and German pancakes, definitely the best. Americans, pretty bad, but they do a little bit better on some of the other desserts, for sure. So yeah. But yeah, so much for ice cream, right? Ice cream with all of that, always good. Gucci flops with an Uberak. We got the Falstad pick in, so that's a lot of global control. We got Brightwing, we got Falstad. Yeah, that's quite a bit that they can do on the global meta level. Now, still a bit of a question if Team SoundLess is maybe trying to do something about it. They got Genji, he can rotate quickly between lanes and put pressure onto Falstad in particular, so that's good for him. And Cassia gets played by Farlander. There's a lot of damage that they have. Sonya, Genji, Cassia, Uther with the Divine Shield to help him out there. So Ice Cream with the Diablo plays that he could lock in. And the last pick has to be a side laner. They need someone to rotate between the lanes. Falstad can do a lot of that, but they need someone else at the front line. Nubarak alone is just simply not enough in a situation like this. And there's Urel. We got the Space Goat. Game number 1. Towers of Doom, everybody. Let's jump in the first game in the best of 3 series here at our Heroes of the Storm tournament. Yeah, let's make it happen. Game number 1, the best of 3, kicks off with Towers of Doom as our first map in this Heroes of the Storm series. We got Team SoundLess on the left with Hydra on Sonya, Farland on Cassia, Nenopi on Genji, Shamzik on Uther, and Sir Ice Cream on Diablo. On the right side of the map, Pain Morty for Team NoName with Urel. We got Gucci Flops on Nubarak, Phoenix on Falstad, Lopaka on Sylvanas, and Tatsu is playing Brightwing. It's party time, baby. Let's go. Which team takes the lead here? The favorite, for sure, the blue team. But we've seen some upsets, and especially Team Soundless in the Masters Clash had a couple of games where you would have expected them to absolutely obliterate an opponent, or at least walk away with a decisive victory, and that didn't really work out that well. So, bit of a problem. Either way, down at the bottom of the map now, here comes the jump. Ball stun immediately as Urel was trying to help with the engage, but Sir Ice Cream paying attention and anchoring the play of his damage dealers. So we got stacking going on for Cassia, as so often we see. Also, Falstad is going to try and get those stacks together for his level 1, so he can sneak some of those pumpkin camps away. Urel is already hopping around, and the Space Goat screaming and yelling as usual. I like that one. Phoenix immediately figuring out, where would I be if I am Genji? There's a bush right here. Let's get some damage connected with it. Yeah, so Genji immediately has to fall back. Nenopi eats some of it. And Nenopi has, especially during the weekend in the tournament, done some solid work. And he continues here with the opening kill, taking Sylvanas down, so good for him. Nicely done. And that's the opening kill in the game, whereas Tatsu holds the top lane. There comes Urel. They're trying to make a play for Hydra. They're a little bit late on this one, though, but they might still be able to get a chance. But Hydra gets away. Yeah, maybe if they were able to just jump behind him and push him back into the team, they would have had a chance there. The problem is, of course, now that down at the bottom of the map, this camp is already taken, and since the red team is a little bit slow on their own, this could trigger an invade. It doesn't really seem like that's going to be the case. Genji is instead just trying to get damage connected up at the top. But technically speaking, if they would have had the vision that we have, they would have most likely tried to invade the camp here. There's obviously one of the advantages that you have as an observer. You see everything that's going on, whereas player vision is always very, very limited. And here's the level 4 talent kicking in early, but Nubarak, careful buddy. Not only he has a bit of trouble brewing, now Uther is also kind of low on HP and barely gets the heal out before he falls. Level 4 is in just a bit quicker for the team in blue. And they're still going for the top lane here, especially now with Genji moving in. That's exactly what I alluded to during the draft. The quick rotations that you have with Genji as he zips between lanes, that will allow you to put a lot of pressure onto the solo lanes and trying to, for example, jump on someone like Falstad, jump on someone like Urel. And they're going to try and do that throughout the entire game now. But for the time being, it's a triple altar phase that we're looking forward to. And Uther, polymorphed, attack, Shamzik in trouble, but they're turning it on a Nubarak. And if not for the Brightwing heal, that would have been the end of the bug right there. Level 4 talents, in this case, also coming in with a static shield here, which makes a lot of sense against Genji. If you're going up against Genji, oftentimes you will see Falstad players forego hammer gains, which is the traditional talent to take on level 4 for the self-sustain that you really want. But in this case, when Genji starts to go for you, you really need some additional shield and sustainability, and that's normally something that is granted by the shield here. This is also one of the instances where we could even see him go for an entire lightning rod build, especially since, at least so far, he hasn't really been on the side lane trying to get the siege damage out. Yep, altar channel is nearly done. And that's another 4 shots fired. So not too bad for Team NoName. They are now able to get 32 against 36 points in their favor. Bit of a play through the middle as Nenopi is also starting to go in for the next potential kill. And Gucci Flops goes down. Nice! Genji with another kill. A bit assisted by the rest of the team, of course. But he is starting to do some solid work here with kill after kill. And Nubarak with the bed of barbs as he's trying to control the space a bit more. Farlander is on 17 stacks now himself. There's a level 7 talent. Painmorty is getting attacked at the top. And Brightwing is ready to assist some friends. And there it is, the level 7, and the Lightning Rod build continues. Yeah, against Genji, you gotta be careful. No rip for not taking Boomerang over here, and Genji goes down as they are able to jump him. But Sylvanas has also fallen at the bottom of the map, so first kill still for Team NoName, so good for them. But yep, as you can see, we still have 3 kills to 1.5 level lead for the blue team. And now they are a bit more aggressive. I've been talking about the pumpkin camp a bit earlier, but now they're really trying to lock this one in. So they're starting to be a bit more aggressive around the camp at the bottom right of the map. Yeah, and Nubarak, he sees it, he knows what's coming. The problem is he can't really do anything about it, and he knows it too, so he was hoping for the rest of the team to rotate in, but he just presented himself as an opportunity for a kill, and they pounced on him. Couldn't get the damage connected to really drop him, but the aggression is still there the entire time. The camp was, of course, now stolen away by the team in blue. So, good job. This is how you slowly start getting ahead with these small plays. But then Farlander, he gets isolated. That's a problem. He turns it though, and he takes that chicken down. Falstad ends up in the KFC basket. Yeah, juicy wings right there. Farlander low, and yeah, no, the heal, the bait. Oh my god. The master baiters in blue. Just showing the kill opportunity to Sylvanas. She jumps on it, and then they get completely crushed. 7 kills to 1, and now we got level 10 abilities all ready for them. Shots are being fired as the altar gets channeled, and oh boy. That was a big step towards victory that we just saw from Team SoundLess. And it was a close call. There were multiple opportunities for Team NoName to get a kill, especially the one against Cassia was of course notable. But they couldn't get a single one and instead lost pretty much the entire team. So, yep, there it is. With this now, we got already 7 to 1 kills. And Sonya hasn't made a move yet. We could definitely see Leap here. The only question is, what is Genji going to do after that? Are they able to lock someone in enough so that they get a Leap and an X-Strike connected? Is NanoP really going to try and do this? There's a wall stun attempt again as Diablo starting to move in. Stacks for Cassia, not really insane or anything, but again, decent damage for them. Another wall stun. And Diablo. Diablo is the original bully. Yeah. Diablo, I mean, honestly, he's the guy in school that just like bullied people and beat them up on the playground. That's Diablo. He's just bullying people. I mean, his entire kit is just nothing else but bullying. So today, in 2021, he is, if anything, then just afraid of being cancelled. So once that he goes up against any SJW characters, he always has to be careful. If they find his old tweets, then he is done for. But at this point, Sir Ice Cream gets attacked, and yeah, they're ganking up on him, but here comes the Apocalypse, the stun, the leap, and the kill attempt against Falstad, who gets away up to the point where the Divine Shield kicks in, and Genji pops off with the Dragon Plate for the double kill. Nice! Falstad down, Nubarak is dead. And that's now a 2-level lead, 9 kills to 1, double altar all the way up at the top. And the aggression that we're used to from Team SoundLess is just continuing. The leap setup that we're seeing from Hydra working incredibly well for them. They're moving in towards the top right, trying to steal both of the altars here. And it seems to be working, but Urel is moving in at the side. Lets it go though. 4 shots fired, bam! Straight to the heart, 28 to 32, and they still got the top right to channel as well, of course. Down here, Hydra gets attacked, okay, careful. And at the bottom of the map, they go for Brightwing. Brightwing! And she gets out. The pumpkins connect, but there's a rotation towards Uther. They're trying to go for Genji too, by the way. And Genji gets a bit bullied himself, but here he is again, Diablo. Trying to make the play for Sylvanas with the rest of the team. Finally the kill against Genji, so there's that. And so Ice Cream is also starting to make his way in again for another play against Brightwing, and bam, straight in your face. All of them down, 11 kills to 2, and that bell tower at the bot lane is very likely going to fall. And then again, that gust might actually result in the kill. They get Uther. They get Uther, but Falstad gets punished for that play immediately. Rel has to pop her ult. And now we got the 13 talents. We got a 9-kill lead for them right now. Yeah, oh boy. This is a bit of a party that's going on here. Kill after kill after kill. We're only 9 minutes into the game and we have 15 kills already. Haven't connected one of the bell towers yet, but they're making another move for the next camp here. And for now, we got 40 stacks for Cassia, so the damage output is definitely increasing on her end. But now she's at 29,000, and that translates into top damage in the game. Over here on the right side, Nubrak is already starting to flow back out. Sonya is still up at the top, and I mean, 67,000 damage for Hydra on Siege. He's been the one rotating like a madman between the lanes, and also taking care of those pumpkins at the top. Yeah, over here, another kill, the stun, and Brightwing gets out. Brightwing is able to escape. They got the level 13 talents, but you can still tell that all the pressure that we're seeing here is a problem. Sylvanas, wow, she gets murdered by Cassia. They're going for 3 versus 1 gank, and Sylvanas dies. I mean, Cassia dies too, don't get me wrong. But that was a 3 versus 1 at the bottom of the map, and it ends more... I call it in favor of Team SoundLess. If you get ganked and you still get a counter kill, then that's a win. Shamzik already on the channel. The APOC combo once again, and Sir Ice Cream bullying that front line. Down goes Anubarak. I mean, honestly, the combo between Diablo... she did jump in empty space. Falsat is dead. The combo between Diablo and Genji is pretty much like a bully tag team on the playground going for you. Diablo holds you down and Genji kicks you in the face. That's what's happening here. That's exactly what's happening. So Ice Cream is coming in with Diablo, and he's just engaging, stunning you into a wall, and then Genji comes in. You know, he's that weak fucker that only can hit you when someone else holds you down. And so Genji comes in and just beats them up while Diablo just pushes them around. That's what's going on here. So that's the duo. If you tell the principal, then these guys are going to be in the principal office a half second later. In the day of cell phone footage and video cameras, that is definitely not going to go unnoticed. But they are getting away from it, at least right now. Sonya comes in with a kill too. And Ice Cream survives again. They really want these kills, but they can't. The leap! Oh, and they go for the kills. Oh my god. Genji, he dies, but hashtag worth it. 17 to 32. Bot lane got, of course, converted a while ago, which puts us into a 5 versus 3 spot in the middle when I was seeing the same play. Oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, the blue team, they are out for blood. Savage, absolutely savage what we're witnessing here. 2-level lead, talent ahead. They go for the boss. Altars activating in another 10 seconds, and they could end the game right here. Right here, right now. The 4 shots are fired. If they get all of the altars, then this is just lights out. Could even try and take that bell tower in the middle if they move someone in. All the way at the top left, there's the channel already happening. And Diablo, he wants to go for the chicken. Yeah, no gust this time. 5 shots are already fired, and they're hitting hard. Bam, down to the single digits now. And at this point, it's going to be a fight for the bottom altar. Yeah, there's the engage on Sonya. Good stun. Follow up from Urel, but it's not enough. The cocoon is out on Uther. And Genji is starting to make his way out here. Brightwing was trying to help them a little bit. They're chasing him hard, but they can't do anything. And Falstad gets wall-stun into the back. There's the leap on Sylvanas. All of them are in trouble. Genji zipping left, right, bottom, center. Kill against 3, 4, make it 5. It's a 5-man team. Wipe everybody. And now 24 kills to 5. What a total disaster here for the team in red. Team SoundLess absolutely crushing it. And this is gonna be game. They're gonna start the barrage in just a moment. The channel is happening on Shamzik. That's 7 shots fired. The isolated one makes it over. That is game, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 1 ends in favor of Team SoundLess as they lock in the lead in this best of 3 Heroes of the Storm series.
Before we head into game number 2, make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet so you don't miss out on any future content here on Khaldor TV.
Alright, game number 2, Tomb of the Spider Queen, SoundLess against Team NoName. Our Heroes of the Storm series continues. We're still in the quarterfinal, everybody. And as you can see, we have the lead for Team SoundLess. I mean, honestly, they kicked ass on the last one. They really started to snowball that hard, and it's just the aggression. If you're not able to deal with it and you get caught by that, then eventually you're just breaking. And they just couldn't deal with this engage that we had from Sir Ice Cream the entire time. Now we got Medivh that also gets quickly banned out again. The same is also true for Chromie. So now that you're on Tomb, the same rules pretty much apply. You want to stop Medivh from rotating around quickly between the lanes and allowing these kills, especially since he opens the portals up at the bot lane. Uther also getting banned. That's actually a ban that was a little bit weird that it didn't happen on the last map, because he is one of the heroes that enabled a lot of the plays. He brings in the stun after you start with the opening. On Diablo's side, for example, the Divine Shield for Genji was also great here. And now that Uther gets banned out, we also got the ban on Sonya. So already two of the heroes that had a huge impact in game number 1 are banned out on the second map. So that puts us straight into the next, our first pick. And that is honestly a little bit strange to me too, that Tomb of the Spider Queen was actually the map choice of Team NoName, because normally what you see is that the losing team decides that they want to go instead for the first pick. Not so here. They really wanted to go for Tomb. So maybe they got a bit of a pocket strategy that they can play out against the blue team. We'll see. But right now there's Tigers already locked in, so that's the first thing. Yeah, got the Odin set up for that. Maybe also dealing with any kind of high hit point hero, so maybe they're anticipating that there's a couple of heroes being picked, like, I don't know, Diablo, Deathwing from the opponent's team. But they're really running down their timer. Okay, Cassia and Ana. Alright, so we got Granny in, we got Cassia in as well. And here we go. What else are we gonna get now? Yeah, there's a quick double pick here. And that will most likely also target our offlane a little bit. I mean, they could go for Lucio as a support if they are trying to just like roam the map a bit. So there's Rexa. Are we going to get a support pick together with that? And is it going to be Lucio? No, Varian! Oh! Okay, I mean, Rexa provides the additional stun with Misha. I could have seen them go into Malthael as well, just to try and come in with Varian, get the initial damage connected. Well, the stun, the taunt. Tigers comes through with the bigger they are, burns it down, and then we've seen Malthael as a finisher in the past. Now, they can easily also drop an additional damage dealer in, so that's not a problem. But I would definitely ban Stukov out now. Yeah, there's the Stukov ban. If you have a Varian against you and Rexa, that's 2 stuns that can really lock you down 6 days to Sunday. You need to get rid of Stukov, or you're gonna be in a world of pain. You're gonna lose hero after hero. Now, you can still play that with either Lucio for the quick rotations, or if you want to have additional lockdown, there's no problem with getting Deckard Cain in this mix, and then following up with Seal on his side in the scroll. So that's something that they could play. NanoP is likely gonna go for a damage dealer as well, so someone has to chip in when Tigers makes damage happen. And on the right side, what do we get? ETC and Li Ming. Okay. I'm a little bit scared for them. ETC is a great hero if you have a great ETC player and a team that plays around him well, but he also is a bit more on the low side of his HP and survivability. And if you're going up against a kill combo like this, you have a very small margin of error here. So I'm a bit concerned for the frontline player. There's Lucio. They can make the easy rotations happening, and Gul'dan is there as well. So, let's see what we're gonna get from Pain Morty. Last one to pick, if he's gonna be the one. So, okay. I'm a bit worried that they're running the timer down every single time that they're hesitating, even on the last pick here. So, yep. There it is. We are getting Leo for even more rotation. Has a pretty squishy front line. Let's see what they can do with this. Tomb of the Spider Queen, everybody. Team SoundLess against Team NoName. Our Heroes of the Storm match goes into game number 2. Game on! Team SoundLess against Team NoName. We're on Tomb of the Spider Queen, and we got a Drain build for Gul'dan. Alright. So, yep, it's already party time. We got Hydra on Rexa on the side lane. We got Sir Ice Cream on Varian, Farlander on Gul'dan, jumping in with the chaotic energy. Shamzik on Lucio, and NanoP is playing Tigers. On the right side of the map, Team NoName. Of course, we want to come back into this, but I gotta say, squishy lineup. Can this lineup work for them? Of course it can, but I'm a bit worried. Pain Morty is playing Leo. We got Phoenix on Cassia. We currently got Gucci Flops on ETC, Lopaka on Li Ming, and Tatsu is playing Ana. Let's go. Well, at this point, we also have some talents that we haven't really seen for a while. For example, down here, that's the dash on level 1 for Tychus. I'm not gonna lie to you, I cannot even remember when I've seen that talent for the last time. I mean, these days, pretty much what you get without fail is either a grenade build or you're going into press the advantage for the extended range. But not so in this one. First kill, mad brawl in the middle, by the way. True to form and true to the style that they established in every single game since this team has been formed. They are just going for all-out aggression, and it leads to a kill against Leoric. There's a nice counter kill, I like it. Team NoName is showing some aggression too, and the ETC play is working out for them. Shamzik is rushing in to collect the gems, so that's good for him. We got level 7 at this point. Sorry, not level 7. 7 stacks for Cassia. So there's that. They make a play for Leo at the bottom of the map once again. And Pain Morty is dropped for the second time. Leo activating his trade early. Has a lot of trade value early on in the game for him. But the rotation from ETC is attempting to get another kill in. And I was a bit concerned about the ETC plays here and about the pick. So far it's working for them. It's a bit more about what happens after level 4 when we have the taunt on Varian, because if you are able to get a hold of ETC and then really drop damage on him, he is going to suffer. So for now, things are actually looking pretty solid for them, but if that continues or not, that's a different question. Right now, there's the play at the bottom of the map for the Siege Giants, so they're already setting some lane push up, whereas Gul'dan is holding the experience at the top, and there's the level 4 talent. We get taunt, and this is where the party really begins for them. Now we got the taunt in, and we got the bigger they are, they can start to burn this down. And honestly, Drain build, if you can get the Drain through, does a fair amount of damage. Now Li Ming, of course, Triumvirate on level 4 is by now the standard pretty much. We're still gonna get Calamity on level 4, on level 7. Yeah, level 4 would be nice. An earlier Calamity, yay, make it happen. But here goes Misha. There's the taunt, and they're trying to go for the damage. Yeah, the bigger they are gets used, but they're not able to really threaten anyone here. Instead, it's Hydra who has to be a bit careful. But they connect. Nice. Nicely done, Lopaka. Good shit. Comes in with a combo, hits it hard. And that brings them straight in with kill number 2. So they're drawing even in the kill count. Yeah, they're not afraid to brawl here. After game number 1, they didn't come into the second map saying like, well, maybe we need to be a bit more careful. No, they just said, guys, let's fight fire with fire. If they want to brawl, let's brawl. And they're going for it again. So Ice Cream is trying to charge in, and he's immediately under pressure. And he needs to retreat here. I like it. That's a lot of confidence that we're seeing from Team NoName. Not what I expected from them in the second game, but I like it. I like it a lot. Is this going to work out? That's a very different story, but I'm definitely here for the journey. Level 6 versus level 6, and well, let's go. The big fight in the middle. Rexa isn't here, but everybody else has started to join the fun, and Nenopi is eating the combo of Li Ming. Here comes the taunt, ETC. Yeah, a lot of damage against him, but not enough to take him down. Instead, it's Phoenix that are focusing on. Ana with the big heals, but they are not big enough. ETC also has to slide out, so that's another problem. And yeah, it is starting to flip a bit in favor of Team SoundLess. They got the level 7 talent now. They currently have the full-on drain set up for Gul'dan. And Grenade follow-up on level 7 for Tychus. Now, of course, with all the gems that they hold and the extra talent, they got an opportunity to turn some of those in. 15 for Farlander are already getting delivered here, and that brings them to 33 in total. So definitely getting closer and closer to the first Web Weaver wave. But they're also working on the camp on the left side, so that's another one that's really going to help them out. Up to the top, so Ice Cream has to be careful. Red team is also attempting to turn in now that they reached the level 7 talent. But, oh, ooh, nice damage connected with Gul'dan. They're making the play for Ice Cream. Varian! Oh, Shamzik, he was trying to help me here. But some gems are lost, and that's 3 kills to 3 kills now. Alright, this is a fun one. I mean, again, the Drain build is not what you normally see with Gul'dan, and I suppose there's also a bit of a meme factor here from Team SoundLess, to an extent at least, after the convincing victory on map number 1. But I love how Team NoName is just absolutely firing back the entire time. And the Blue Web Weavers, they're descending first. Oh, and it seems like Leo is going to activate his trade again. Grenade! No. Get close though. Okay, so Web Weavers are going to come down. A little bit of damage in the middle. Lopaka is eating a lot of dirt here and is still trying to bring it, but is not able to connect the damage. Tatsu, fairly low here. And, oh my god, that barely saved him. That heal grenade that he had there barely saved him. That could have been a kill against Ana, for sure. Bot lane gets heavily attacked now. There's nobody to defend it, so it's a huge problem. And up at the top lane, Gul'dan is also trying to get the wave clear so that they can get even more damage done. And they are taking these structures down. The wall is pretty much falling on every single lane at the bottom of the map. The fort is already down. That's the end of ETC, and that is 15 gems, if I'm not mistaken, down the drain. Level 10 is in, and they are more than a level ahead already. So right now we got the Haunt, we got the High Five. Gul'dan topside has been able to push this out even further. Another fort that is about to fall. They're working the wall at the bottom keep too. Yeah, Team SoundLess, mad momentum. That momentum was swinging in their favor already early, but so far Team NoName has always been able to fight back. This all changed here. We're 6.5 minutes in. 2 forts are down with the first Web Weaver wave, and they are hoping to even get the keep. They're taking Leo down, and this is just a huge amount of pain that Team NoName is suffering at the hands of the blue team. Topside, Gul'dan, he's pushing Lopaka back. 31 gems, you can't risk losing those, so he has to push it back. Gul'dan is moving away now. And ETC was hoping to get a connect, but of course they are already out, so Lucio was ready. Sleep Dart is also being dodged. They finally got their own level 10, but Lucio doesn't care. Nice move on the side of Leo with a quick entomb, but it's just not enough to really help them set the kill up for it. We are getting closer to another turn now too. Bot lane has suffered, as I said, the keep nearly destroyed. Tychus is already going for the Siege Giants. And right now Team NoName, they are, I don't want to say falling apart here, but the first Web Weaver wave should never be able to do this much damage. I mean, when have you seen a Web Weaver wave? The first one, take 2 forts down, nearly destroy a keep, and also nearly drop the 3rd fort in the middle. They go on ETC, he gets the quest completed, that didn't help him either, he dies, now they can pick up the fort in the middle, or just go for the opponent's camp, which seems to be what they're aiming for. Leo is down, and has to ghost away too, but oh, this is getting real tricky. The damage output that we're seeing from Tychus, he's at 23,000. Li Ming has done a great job the entire game, of course, has 20k herself, but it's just nothing compared to what we're seeing now from the boys in blue here. They go for the keep, and there's just no stopping them. The camp that they just claimed, the Bruiser camp, is going to drop the fort in the middle. Here comes the attempt to go at least for a couple of kills, but it's Leo that dies first. Trade value activated once again. The Horrify is in, and here comes Odin, baby, the big one. Shelling the shit out of them from a safe distance, sliding out, and they get a kill against Cassia. They want ETC, and they're gonna get him too. He has no chance to escape any longer, and they want to make this a very quick one. 46 gems are down, 5-man team wipe in your face, baby. We got a game that's gonna end before the 10-minute mark even. Leo at the top, pretty much giving up, saying, alright, this one's not working. Was able to recover the gems, but he is not going to be able to stop them from finishing this. I don't think so. I mean, there's catapults here, there's siege giants here, they're going for it, and that is game. A quick 2-0 for Team SoundLess as they drop Team NoName down into the losers bracket of our heroes of the Storm Tournament. GG, and well played.
Thank you everybody for watching the video today. I hope that you enjoyed the show and the commentary. And keep in mind that the spoiler protection that is going to run for the rest of the video is made possible by all the support on patreon.com. So guys, if you want to support my work, if you want to help me start new projects and keep the spoiler protection in place, please consider heading over to patreon.com/Khaldor. There's also a link in the YouTube description, and check that out. Thanks in advance, and see you guys next time with more esports coverage here on Khaldor TV. Have a great day.